Hi, everybody. Welcome again to the 5-minute saxophone lesson. And of course, you know me already by this time. My name is Jeff Clayton, and I'm one of the Clayton brothers. And I noticed something interesting about my brother John the other day that he can write for 3 days without sleep, just drinking coffee. Well, I don't drink coffee, but I can kind of stay up for a couple of days and write. But I don't write big band arrangements. I write songs. And I do arrangements on my songs for our group, the Clayton Brothers. Very interesting thing about writing songs. I learned how to write a song from my employer of 2.5 years, Stevie Wonder. And I used to talk to Steven all the time, and I would wake up in the morning and we'd be on the road, and I would go and I knock on his room door, and one of the guys that's watching him would come to the door and I'd say, "Hey, ask Steven if I can come and watch him write some music again." And he'd always say, "Sure, come on in, Jeff. Hey, man, what's going on?" So I would come in, and I'd have a little chair in the corner, and they would set up his equipment, and they put a little tape on the floor, and they would measure how far each instrument was from each other instrument. So it was just like it was set up for him at home. And after he finished taking a shower and everything, he would come into that room, adjoining hotel room, just filled with instruments, just like he has at home. And he would start to play 2 bars. And this is songwriting. And he would play those 2 bars for, 5, 10 minutes, just the same 2 bars, a little slower, a little faster, stop on a couple notes. Then he would change one note. Then he'd play for another 10 minutes. Then he'd change another note, and he'd play that for another 10 minutes. An hour later, he's finally made a decision on what note he wants to put in a spot that he thought a note belonged. And so, since learning that from him, I do that also. When I'm writing a song, I'm very careful. I very carefully and methodically change notes, listen, and I'm listening for dead spots, and I'm listening for melodic content, and I'm listening for rhythmic integrity, and I'm listening for all of these things. And I work very hard on one song, and when I finish the song, then I do an arrangement on the song, and I present it to you through the Clayton Brothers. So if you listen to the Clayton Brothers and you listen to our compositions, you'll know that those compositions took time, and that if you want to write, then I suggest doing it the way Stevie Wonder did, one note at a time.